I know you've been back in New York. I know you brought a wife back with you. You don't deny that, do you?
You know, Johnny, you're still sticking your noses in places where it doesn't belong.
Well, Jack Finelli and I both know where yours is. In the dirt, where it's always been, with your gun-slinging buddies. Now, listen to me, Joe. Two-timing your women is one thing, but two-timing the organization is another. You never got out, did you, Joe?
You know, you're making a real bad mistake here, Johnny. And you can tell Jack Finelli what to do with it, too.
Look, I'm warning you, mister. I won't have you bringing Siobhan or us any more grief. Don't come back here. And if you dare show your face back in this city, I tell you, the Bujak's millions aren't going to save you. Just stay away from my daughter. Is that clear?
Got it. Now you hear me, old man. I have a life and a wife here. And the last thing I want to do is go back to New York, and Siobhan knows that. So don't you ever call me again. Is that clear?
Well, it's hail and farewell time.
What did you say to Jill?
A few home truths. And I underline home because I don't like what's happened to mine.
Well, you must have said more than that. She's practically a basket case upstairs. I haven't seen her this broken up before, never.
Well, she'll get over it. She's a lot tougher than you think, Frank. I remember that someday. Remember, I'm the one who told you that.
I don't get it. You two love each other. She's completely happy for the first time in months. How could you do this to her?
Actually, it wasn't hard. Yeah, I touched a sensitive spot. It's good to know she has a few left.
Where is all this coming from? Why are you so angry at her?
Oh, Frank, why aren't you? Why aren't you just mad and... Or do you like living in this carnival sideshow? Step right up, folks. See, the petrified man doesn't squirm, doesn't move, just sits there like a stone.
Oh, come on. You know very well how I feel about staying here. The only reason I've kept my mouth shut is for Jill's sake.
For Jill's sake. For Jill's... This whole house has been turned upside down for Jill's sake. My home. And hasn't it occurred to either one of you that maybe my feelings have been presumed upon as well?
Yeah, it's my fault. I should have moved us out of here months ago.
I go to the kitchen, and there's Bess. I come into my living room, and there's Maggie with one of her assorted accomplices. And I go upstairs, and who do I see? You. Do you have any idea how I feel when I see you standing there in your bathrobe, ready to go to bed, ready to make love to my sister? I mean, talk about sensitivity, Frank.
Please. Please. If I thought for one second...
Oh, don't worry. Don't. I'm not. But I have a good memory. And that hurt was bad. And I don't want to be constantly remembered of my lost loves.
I'm sorry.
Why hasn't it ever occurred to you?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess maybe I've just had to keep my eyes closed to everything that's been going on around here in order to preserve my own sanity.
Want to move to Minnesota? Better yet, Frank, keep your eyes open. For Jill's sake. Because if you don't, Maggie's going to bleed her dry. And she's going to keep the house cozy and calm for Bess. Because you see, they're real family. Roger and I, we're just a couple of stand-ins, and that hurts.
You think I don't know that?
Oh, Frank, I don't know what you know. I don't think I ever have. All I know is you don't act. You're out in the wing somewhere, and Maggie and Bess, they're center stage, and Jill, she's directing the whole fiasco.
No, not anymore. Now, I'm going to move us out of here pronto. I mean it. You stay. And I promise you that you are going to get your house back.
Oh, let her have the house if that's what she wants.
Well, it isn't what I want. I want her to find an apartment for Jill and me and make a home for my son. Jono's been out in left field in this whole thing, too, you know.
Yeah, I know. What about Maggie and Bess?
Well, that's up to Jill. If they want to keep sponging off her and she wants to carry them, fine. But she's going to have to do that with them living somewhere else.